Hello everyone, this is In-Game Art with another box and a breakdown of the demo. This is Spyro the Dragon for the PlayStation 1, but this is being played on my Pi Station for HD recording quality. Hopefully that's not an issue for anyone. But with the recent release of the new Spyro Remake Trilogy set, I wanted to come back and replay the original Spyro games. Now, I have often seen people try to say that the older games have not aged well, and that's sort of in terms of graphically and mechanically. So I just wanted to come back to it and really try to embrace the game again. And I just found myself really enjoying myself. Spyro is just a big, massive nostalgia bomb for me. I grew up with Spyro like everyone else, and how much of an impact it was, especially when after you played like Crash Bandicoot, and you had that linear run route you had to do, with a little bit of exploration, of course. But in Spyro, Crash was a really good game, but when you come back to Spyro, and the fact that it's got this open world kind of feeling, kind of style to it, as well as you have like a lot of little hidden areas and a lot of things you can collect and do, it is quite a marvel what they achieved, even back in PlayStation 1 days. And people say that the game has not aged well, and I have to strongly disagree with this. Now, again, my opinion is a little bit nostalgic based, as well as that I do appreciate and love retro and older style graphic games. I never really cared about graphics in general in games. But coming back to it, the game is still gorgeous, bright, and just smooth running and performing game. Now, I did notice a few frame rate drops here and there, but it was just minute and it barely was even considered noting, but it's just mentionable. But other than that, the game played great and smooth. The only hindrance that some people may immediately notice is the fact you can't rotate the camera with your right joystick. The only way you can rotate the camera left or right is by hitting the L2 or R2 button, which will rotate it. But due to the fact that they made the game a bit more slower compared to certain other games, rotating or working with the camera or trying to fight enemies really isn't that much of a hindrance trying to work with the camera as well as the gameplay. I really never really came across an issue with it, and if I messed up, it wasn't that hard to recorrect myself. They just did a really well job back then, and coming back to it now made me really appreciate the work that Ogniac did back in the old days. And I have not played the remake, and I have no interest to playing the remake that they just recently did until they fixed my particular problems I have with it. But coming back to it, I really enjoyed playing the original one. I loved collecting all the gems, as well as hunting down all the dragons, as well as collecting all the eggs from those blue dudes. Man, they're so annoying, but they're always so rewarding when you finally catch them. Getting all the eggs, as well as exploring. Graphically, the music's good too. It's just, everything about it was just really well done back in the old days, and to this day, it's still well done. And it still stands up as a really well-made game. I actually enjoyed myself. But again, this might be more about nostalgic speak here, and maybe if somebody without maybe rose-tinted goggles or something like that, somebody like to say about me, might have a different opinion about it, but I loved it, and I can always come back and play it. The only ones that really get me the most is the flight mode. That was the hardest part in the game, is trying to have to fly and navigate, and due to the fact that it has inverted controls where down is up and up is down, and you can't change that, ooh, it's a challenge. But those were always a challenge back when I was a kid too, trying to be precise and perfect. But going back to it, I never had too much troubles. I just kind of took a couple attempts here and there, learned the pattern, where I need to go and what I need to do. Just eventually got through it. It's still an amazingly good game for kids and as well as adults just to sit down and play and have a good time with it. Which is, generally what the point of the game, wasn't it? For kids and just an easy pickup and have fun. I can't praise the game well enough. I have the other two in the series and maybe I'll sit down and do an unboxing, breakdown, demo video of that as well. But I just wanted to come back and play the original. It's just near and dear in my heart, and I know for a lot of other people it's the same way. And just, again, it disappoints me with how the remake came out and what they did with it. Hopefully they'll come out with a refixed version of it so I can collect it and preserve it and protect it. But for now, I'll still appreciate the original first ones, and I still will highly recommend to everyone to put it in their collection. It's just a fun game. If you have kids or something like that, or if you're just a retro fan like myself, or a PS1 fan, it's well worth your time to put it in your collection. So like always, I will leave links down in the description if you're interested to copy, and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. And I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye-bye!
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6, for a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000? What about this Ganasty Gnort character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question.
Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple!
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat!
Besides, he is ugly. Ugly? That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.